without you. I never would have made it without you. I would have lost it all. But now I see you were there for me. I'm stronger. I'm wiser. Much better. Wherever I was before. Na 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 na. Hi. Na 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 na. Dun, 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 dun. Holy Spirit, let me know what's going on. What's going on? 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 Tell me what's going on. There we go. Ooh, some of you are struggling to be in your North Node. Some of you are struggling to be in your North Node. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Why? Why are you struggling to be in your North Node? Because there's so much changes happening at the speed of light. It's like, shoom, you wake up and the sun just beams through your window and tells you it's time for you to wake up. But I see that you have a little birdie there. You have a crow. While you're in your North Node, okay, numbers 1 and 6 could be significant. 6 months. You've been trying for 6 months to enhance your level of intelligence. You've been trying for 6 months to increase your understanding. Something that you've been wanting to increase, you've been increasing. Knowledge, power, strength, whatever. And because you've been trying studiously, you've been trying vigorously to cultivate a newer, smarter self, it's been hard. Hasn't been easy. It's been challenging. It's been difficult. It's been very difficult. You want to change. You want to move forward. You want to do more for yourself. And it seems as though if everywhere you turn and every place that you look, you face more knowledge, more people, but it's almost like the going doesn't start. You're moving fast to change, but it's like there's no gas in your car. So how are you doing so much and yet accomplishing so little? But this is what only your eyes see. Behind the scene, there's a lot more going on. Behind the scenes, there's a lot more going on. The train is moving into a new portal, into a new place. You are going to come out. Look, at the end, you're going to come out sitting. You're going to come out sitting. Your Egyptian knowledge is coming through as well. People from your past, people from your future, things are being downloaded. So, like, cut yourself some slack. Stop worrying about what the future holds and actually just be in the here and now. You ran out of toilet paper and had to wipe your behind with your socks. Well, I'll tell you this much. My father told me that one time he had no toilet paper, so he ended up having to use his finger. I'll show you. Okay? He said he ran out of toilet paper, right? So what he did was he went like this, and then he wiped his butt, and then he cleaned it off. So I don't know if you were saying that to make me stop doing my live, or you were saying that because you really needed to tell me. But I hope that helped. Maybe you should try his theory. Okay? What else do we have here? Oh, so you got some people that are emotional either around you, or you yourself could be feeling very emotional at this time. There could be a lot of rain in your surroundings. You could be crying. You could be crying because the Holy Spirit is working on you. The Holy Spirit is shedding light on those inner wounds that you don't want to admit to yourself. Those inner wounds that make you realize it whenever you decide to follow the ways of, let's say, Allah or God or supernatural manifestation, and then you start crying because you're like, wow, there's something that's lifting out of me that I bury. And it's because you know you're growing into something new. You're going to get to a place where you get to grow into something new. Yeah, you're going to awaken the light within. You're going to awaken parts of you that desire to be awoken. You could be asking God for forgiveness. You could be asking life to forgive you. You could be asking friends to forgive you. You could just be trying to be better, and you're struggling to shed that light on yourself. You're struggling to shine the light on yourself. You're struggling to give yourself credit to how far you've reached, how far you've come. You are not telling yourself enough affirmations that you're worthy of more. You're worthy of greatness. So when greatness comes, like somebody says, hey, I got an opportunity for you, or I got a place where you can come, or I got things for you to do, it's almost like you're not saying, yes, I deserve this. So at nighttime, you can get some dreams and visions, or the dreams and visions and the answers that you want to get to figure out your pathway next. It's going to come in a dream. I heard be careful of your purse. Be careful of your wallet. Okay. Be careful of what you bring to your next location, wherever you're going next. Be careful of like your luggage. I don't know if you're traveling, tags, like you need to make sure you have everything, including oil in your lamp, oil in your pot. Okay, maybe you're cooking something, you need more oil. Okay, you need oil in your lamp. Wherever you're gonna go, make sure you have all the resources. Don't be like, oh, I should have brought that. This morning I forgot something, right? So don't be like, shoot, I should have brought that. Try to write down everything you need for the next adventure, okay? Because you're going, and you might be going east. You might be going in that direction. I know I'm about to be traveling. Is it northeast? It is east, I guess you could say. If you put the map this way, it's northeast. Some of y'all could be traveling east. No, I think I'm going west. Anyways, yeah. You guys could have a friend in your energy right now. You could have a friend in your energy, a few friends in your energy. People could just feel like friends, even if they're family. And they could be giving you ideas to get that bright light out of you. Could be reminding you of how happy they are to be a part of your life, how happy that you are where you are in life, even though you may not feel that good. They feel this good about you. They recognize all the storms you've been through. They recognize all the tribulations you've been through. They recognize the tears that you shed, how it took time for things to grow. They recognize you. They recognize you. They also recognize your worth ethic, the time, the discipline, the strength you put in to maybe build a platform, a business, or just yourself. You're walking into a newer timeline than the one you were once on. You could have shifted timelines. Yeah, you shifted timelines. So let's say you were on a timeline where it was leading you to worry and confusion. Now you said, no, I got to get out of that. So you jumped off of that timeline and you went on a timeline where it's like, okay, I'm in my higher self now. I'm working towards my higher self. Nothing's going to put me back in that frame of mind. That frame of mind is too old for me. I can't. It's too old. Look at that. Look where she is. She's in an olden day timeline. Okay? You also want to connect. You also want to travel. You also want to be someone who gets the opportunity to see the world. You want to have adventures with others. You want to even go to the zoo. You want to travel to, let's say, the African lion safari or the Africa itself and sit on animals. You want to travel to ancient places. You want to ride horses. You want to be able to see monuments that are not within your own city. You also want to be able to do some research and see your bloodline or your heritage line. You want to try something out of the box. You want to be around ancient monuments. I keep getting ancient monuments. Monuments that maybe are eroded now, but they carry some historical significance that you think is going to empower you. You're tired of Western culture. You're tired of Western ways. You want to be culturally bound to something that is going to uplift you. You want to try different cultures, eat different food. You want to taste stuff like fish biryani, or you want to like, you know, you want to eat something you've never tried before, okay? You want to, like, I don't know, go see what it's like to be at a Dutch party, okay? There's a power that's going to come out of you in this season that you're not ready to take hold of yet. Okay, that was one pile. Let's move on to the next. Give us another pile, Holy Spirit. Something different. Something different. Something different. Something different. You're harnessing a lot of energy right now from the universe. You're building something. And it feels shaky. Whatever you're about to build feels shaky. Whatever you're about to build feels shaky. Whatever you're about to trust in, it's finding universal knowledge. It's understanding universal knowledge. It's expecting universe to guide you. It's waiting for the universe to download what you need to download so they know, so they can tell you, go. It's go time, baby. It's go time, baby. It's almost like, okay, you know, you're getting ready for a championship, but you don't know the date. You're going to a concert, but you don't know the date, but you know you're going. You know that a famous artist is coming to town and you know you're going to be there, but you don't know how much it's going to cost. You don't know what you're going to wear, but you're going to be there. You know that there's a tournament for, like, I don't know, martial arts. You're doing martial arts and you know there's a tournament coming out. You know there's a ballet concert coming up. You know there is something that you want to attend. You know school's going to start next year and they're putting out a new program. You know you're going to be there. You just don't know how you're going to get there, but you're waiting. You're waiting for the universe to say it's go time, baby. It's go time. The money's going to come at the exact right time. You're going to borrow the money at the exact right time. You know you're going to get a car soon. So it's almost like you're just waiting for it to land. You know that the universe is going to say, all right, here you go. It's time for you to move here. It's time for you to apply for art school. Go here. It's time for you to take a trip. Go here. You're waiting, and you're trusting 100% in the universe to give you the deadline. It's almost like you need exactly $5,000. Someone's going to come and give you $5,000 and 5 cents. And you're going to be like, is this the answer, universe? Is it go time? Is it go time? Yeah, so you're sleeping right now. You're waiting. You're like doing this in silence because you know it's going to be a good thing. You know it's going to be a nice thing. You know it's going to take you places you've never been before. You know it's going to elevate you, even your stature, your demeanor, your pocket. You know you're about to be like walking on the sunshine. You're about to be traveling the world. You know this new job is going to take you in a place that you never expected it would take you. You know you about to win in court. Hallelujah. Habasene kokapatea. You know. Yeah, you're moving with your heart. You know that your heart is in a good place. You know you haven't been doing anybody ill will. You know you haven't been, how do I say, stepping out of your element. You know that you have been charged up for this next, world that you're about to enter into, this next evolutional part of yourself. You're charged. You're plugged in for this. Yeah, you're like, come on, bring the pressure because I'm ready. I'm ready for the next 6 months. I'm ready for this training to be like some high level, I don't know, position, a cop, whatever. You're ready to be in the new position. You're ready to be releasing what you know you're passionate about. You're not afraid to hear the joy that's going to come from this next place you enter, this next position you tap into. You're not afraid. I heard I'm not afraid. You're not afraid. You're not afraid of the knowledge mountain that's about to like land right in front of you. Like you've been waiting for something to change your life and it's about to change right now. This could even be a relationship. This could also be a job opportunity. This could be a new car that you're going to be so happy to have because you've worked so hard to get it. This could be you're entering into like when my family member went to go into policing, right? He had to go through different stages. So like first you pass the test, then you go this, then you go here, then you go here, right? So like in order for you to be higher rank, you have to go through different portals. And you yourself have gone through different portals. And so you're gonna go through another portal and it's gonna be like a mountain. It's like you're gonna go to the restaurant and you're gonna be like, I am looking so forward to eating out and I'm looking so forward to doing what I'm supposed to do right now or what I'm supposed to eat right now. And when you go there, they're going to just throw you on a big steak and you're not going to expect it. There is going to always be some mystery. So, but I feel like you're embracing this mystery. Some songs are being like, you know, coming your way and you're going to just be bopping to it and you're going to be like, all right, give me a song, universe. I'm ready. What's the song that's coming from me? All right. And then when it comes on, you're going to be like, oh, all right, I'm walking on the sunshine. Oh, like, you know, go and get it. Go and get it. I don't know, something like that. Maybe a song comes on and it says, go get it, go get it, go get it, right? You're going to go get it. Some of you are looking for a new home and it's going to come. Some of you are looking for new decorating material in your home and it's going to come. Some of you are leaving a home and entering into a bigger one, a nicer one, a more loving one. Some of you are bringing someone into the home. A child is going to be born into the home in about 11 months and you're going to be like, oh my God, by next November, you could be finding out this November you're pregnant and by next November, the baby's here in the home, chilling, having the best time of his life, okay? You're no longer in a crying season. They want me to close out the reading right there. So let's move on to the next pile. You're no longer in a crying season. You're literally trusting the universe for what's next. And that is amazing. So take heed in that. Let's go. Moving on to the next person. I'm sorry if I'm not paying attention to the chat. My brain says don't pay attention. So I'm not paying attention, y'all. Okay. I will address you guys after. So next pile. You were in a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain. You were in a lot of misery. You were in a lot of complications. You were in a lot of relationships that left you on the outskirts. I'm seeing somebody like leaving you on the side of the road. I'm seeing you being stranded. I'm seeing your father, mother, cousin just being like, yo, I'm dropping you off here. I can't take you any further. I'm seeing you being in situations where you're like, what do you mean? It's cold. What do you mean? I don't have any place to go. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And you remember a lot of these moments. I'm being guided to tell you, these moments gotta go. You gotta crush these moments. You gotta get rid of these moments. You gotta end these moments. These moments can't be, you know, like they're affecting your psychosis. They're affecting your ability to see straight. They're making you a maniac. Okay? They're making you a maniac. They're making you a maniac. They're making you a maniac. They're making you sleep more because you're so depressed. You ever notice sometimes people are so depressed that they sleep a lot? So like you repeating these turbulent, traumatic situations in your life is making you sleep more because you don't want to face the reality that it's here and now. It's done. It happened. They dropped you on the side of the corner. You were cheated on. You were betrayed. You lost. And it's like, you're like, no, man, I can't believe it happened. And then the next day you wake up, I can't believe it happened. And the next day, I can't believe it happened. I can't believe it happened. And then after you can't hear yourself say, I can't believe it happened anymore, that's when you sleep now. Now you're sleeping. Every day you're sleeping. You don't want to, yeah. You don't want to replenish. You don't want to change. You don't want to be released from the toxicity. You don't want to. You don't want to. You want your days to stay the same. I don't know why, because that's like, I don't know. I'm hearing something about Bulbasaur. Maybe you like Pokemon. Maybe you have Bulbasaur. But Bulbasaur had like this weight of a cabbage on his back. You've been carrying the weight of a cabbage on your back. You could have a bike, you could like travel, you could have an eco bike, and you're carrying the weight of this cabbage on your back. And cabbage have layers, plenty of layers, layers and layers and layers and layers and layers, right? And it's time, I'm getting, for you to heat up the layers and start, like, you know, pulling them off. Pull off the layers. Understand that you have magic. Understand that there is magic in your hands, there is magic in your life, there is magic in your purpose, there is magic in your heart. The number 7 could be very significant to you. It could have some sort of significance. There could be 7 letters in a name that matters to you. You've caused a lot of endings in your life because you're sleeping. You maybe got a girlfriend or a boyfriend and you're constantly sleeping because you're thinking about the past, and then you forget about the girlfriend or boyfriend because you're sleeping, so then your relationship falls apart. Whose fault is that to blame? Is it the person you neglected, or is it your fault? Yours. If I trigger you, come off of my page. Recognize your worth, recognize your value, recognize that God has downloaded in you, inside of you, a gift that many people don't carry. And once you decide to walk into that power, like being in this space of, I'm not that gifted, but you know you're gifted, but because of all these traumatic situations that happen in your life, you don't embrace your gifts. You don't embrace your God form. You don't embrace your holy power. You don't embrace it. You rather say, I'm going to stay isolated and sleep more. How long can you stay in that toxic cycle? How long can you stay in this spiral of destruction? How long can you carry the weight of the cabbage on your back? It has to either become your power or let it go. Yeah, look, look, look. And day is night. Da, na, na, na. That's the song he's playing. And na, 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 na. I don't know who that is. Day and night. I know that artist, but it's not coming to me right now. Free your mind, mind. That's what it said. Free your mind, mind. Free your mind, mind. Free your mind, mind. Dark matter. Free your mind, mind, mind. Hey, guys. Okay, I can come back to the chat now. Hi, everyone. Hi, Anki. Hi, Beanish. Okay. I'll do a couple questions in like 10 minutes. Let's just finish out these readings. Yeah, free your mind so you can get clarity. 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 Free your mind so you can get richness of life. Free your mind so that things can turn in your favor and you can start moving again instead of sleeping. So where do you want to distribute your energy? Do you want your energy to stay over here in this, look at all the things that happened in my past and in my past and in my past and in my past, and it makes me want to sleep and cry? Or do you want to move forward and have richness of life? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Choice is yours, baby. It's always yours. You could stay in protective mode all day, every day, nonstop. Or you can feel the colors of the Lord. So, whatever you're about to create, let's get it moving. Get up out of that bed. Get up, get up, get up out of that state. Get up, get up, get up out of that state. Get up out of this mentality that your gifts are not worthy of being heard, spoken about, shared, networked. Get up out of that. Get up out of your head. Oh my, you're one of those. You're a Gemini, Aquarius, or you're a Libra. You're always in your head. Stop being in your head. Stop being in your head. And I heard, get some head. Woo. Okay. Look at that. You're embodying your South Node characteristics. Okay? By the way, getting head would be south node. But get out of your head, okay? Get out of your head. Feel what it's like to have all those emotions and walk through it with purpose. You know, it's like, I've been there, I did this, I did that, this happened. Yeah, they left me on the side of the bus, or they left me on the side of the car, or they stranded me, or they left me out, or they abandoned me. Okay, so what? How long you gonna sing that story? How long you gonna sing that story, baby? How long you gonna sing that story, okay? How long are you gonna sing that story until it takes away from your peace? God granted us peace. He says, peace I give you. So how long are you going to let all the turbulent, dark things that happened in your life take away from your peace? Take away from your light. Take away from your ability to be in a healthy relationship. Take away your abilities to have something bigger than yourself. Look, a whole community, a whole forestry, a whole life greater than the one that you're telling yourself you deserve. Because right now you're telling yourself, I only deserve this. Let this knowledge feed your soul and feed your mind and tell you something that you didn't know yesterday. Okay? Because there is somebody you're destined to be with. There's somebody you're destined to have a conversation with. And there's somebody you're destined to rule the world with. Okay? There's someone who understands how you feel. Because they've been stranded too. And this person will help light fire within you. This person will give you back life. That's what I heard. They'll give you back life. I'm also getting like you could be a fire sign. They could be a water sign. The two of you will push some shit on fire. You guys will boil the pot. Y'all will boil the pot. Y'all will boil the pot. Okay? Y'all will boil the pot. Y'all gonna boil the pot, boil the pot. Y'all gonna boil the pot, boil the pot. Boil the pot, boil the pot. Tell me what the collective needs to know. Give me another situation that the collective needs to know at this situational time. This situational time? There's a situational time? Okay, boil the pot. You and that person are gonna boil the pot. Holy Spirit, can you give me another collective message from a different deck? Give me another inspirational message that they need to hear right now to get through whatever they're dealing with. No. Here we go. 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 Stop putting your foot in your mouth, baby. Don't put your foot in your mouth. Don't put your foot in your mouth at this next celebration, this next party, this next event. Don't put your foot in your mouth. This could be a message for me too, because I'm going somewhere. Don't put your foot in your mouth. Don't say nothing too much that you don't need to say, baby. Count your money, count your losses, count your blessings. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. Keep it light. Let other people have the stage. Let other people speak so you... Let other people have the stage so you can let them face their own judgment. Just cake in the money. Bring in the money. Bring in the money. Bring in the money so that there's no confusion. Clarify your thoughts. Write down the things you need to write down. Don't worry about those who are like micromanaging. Don't worry about who wants to come in to add to whatever it is you're building, only to destroy it. They only want to add things to destroy it. So be careful of people who want to come into your life to add to your life, only to destroy it. Okay? There's people on their way towards you. Okay? And there's people coming towards you with their destructive mindset. There are people interested in giving you the book. I'm hearing taking you to court, suing you. There are people interested in trying to break you down and take away the sun that you have in your life, the abundance you have in your life. There could even be a particular person coming to destroy you so that you're not able to give to the love of your life, so that you're not able to take in more abundance when you have the love of your life. Because if you have the love of your life, then you too will be able to create another soul, and they will have, you know, even more love to bring into the world. You'll be bringing in a chosen child, and you'll be caking. So be mindful. Pray every day. Lord, let me and my soulmate come together without anyone trying to tamper with it. Lord, let me and my soulmate come together without anyone trying to tamper with it. Lord, let me and my soulmate come together and build. Let me and my soulmate come together and make this money. Let me and my soulmate come together for a good and wise purpose. Let me and my soulmate come together so that we could have, you know what I mean? A three-knotted string that never unfolds. You know, pray for the family that you don't even have yet. Why not? Why not? Okay? Because they're going to come. They're going to come and attack it. And if you don't learn how to be with God before your soulmate comes in, what's going to happen when they come in? They're going to leave. And you're going to say, is it my fault or their fault? Or is it the enemy's fault? Or you just weren't ready for the preparation necessary for you to maintain and hold that. Okay? Don't be a hermit. Don't be quiet out here. Claim what's yours from the kingdom. You know you deserve to have a family, a child, a son, a daughter, a project, a future that is bountiful. Hold on to that with all your strength. Say, God, I don't know the plans that you have for me when it comes to me getting married, it comes to me having a child, it comes to me having a business, it comes to me having more blessings and more money, but please prepare me so that I'm prepared to have and maintain and keep these things when they do come. When it comes, let me not miss a step. When it comes, guide me so that I don't miss a step. Help me not to get tricked out of my spot. Help me not to have too many options distracting me. Help me to pray when I don't know what to do instead of just making an assumption that I'm going to know what to do when it comes. All right? This person who's going to come into your life is going to add to you. They're going to add to you. They're going to put a little growth in the pot that you have going a little dry. Okay? And they're going to fight this person. And you're going to have to stand up for this person. You might have to do a little here and there, a little ritual here and there. You might have to pull out some manifestation, you know what I mean? Dust these hoes, okay? Because you're destined and about to have a family that works for you and not against you. And you're going to have people supporting this relationship, baby. So there's no need for you to be afraid of what the future holds, because you'll get to sing. You'll get to sing. And you'll get to enjoy. You'll get to enjoy. You might have a little riff-raff with you and your wifey when you know, or your husband when you know people are coming at you guys. But majority of the time, they're going to be waiting for you to get home. They're going to be waiting for you to bring home in the bacon. They're going to be waiting for you to help you get the justice you deserve. They're going to be waiting to bring in the light that maybe you always had in your life dimmed. Maybe your mother and father always dimmed your light. Your partner is going to brighten your light. It's going to be a hair. Let me tune that up a little bit for you. That's what your partner going to do. But you're going to have to pray about you and your partner prospering. So I'm asking you right now to pray for your partner right now to prosper with you through every challenge, every trial and tribulation, against every negative Nancy, against every negative lion, against every threat. Pray now. You ain't gonna lose. You ain't gonna lose. Your treasure is protected. Your treasure is protected. That don't mean that you don't still got to put in the work to maintain your boo thing. That don't mean that you don't still got to do a little 1-2. You got to put the key in the lock. Look at that. You got to lock it down. Lock it down, baby. Lock it down. Once you lock it down, you'll be on top. You'll be the star. And your empress will be in the background covering you. or your emperor in the background covering you while y'all take over everything that is meant for it to happen. So if you're supposed to have a small successful business with your partner, that's what's in your destiny is there, is written. Start praying about this success from right now, because it's yours. It's yours. Happy home is yours. You deserve it. There won't be no reversals. Not in this season of your life. If this relates to you where you feel there's someone in your life that you know is going to be a part of your life, and you have that feeling that this is what you've been asking for, saving up for, investing for, asking God to bring down the right person to help you plant the right seeds, there's no more mystery. There's just guns loaded. The two of you guys are going to have guns loaded. The two of you guys are going to have money. The two of you guys are going to put a lot of people to sleep. Okay, because they couldn't wake up to the fact that y'all were meant to have this and more. They couldn't wake up to that fact. Look at that. Money and marriage. Money and marriage. Money and marriage. And breakthrough from all those who thought you wouldn't get to this place. Yep. Look at that. Emperor. The Empress already showed up. The Emperor said, yeah, that's right. I know that's right. Anyways, this was a lovely collective reading. Y'all pick wherever your story lies. And y'all have a wonderful day. We out.